Hey YouTube, this is Brendan with Cusack Prep, and in this video we're very quickly going to review how to add and subtract fractions. Now, when adding fractions, you have to remember that you need your denominators to be the same before the fractions can be added. So for this first problem here, we can see that in both cases the denominator is equal to 3. And then when you're adding, you simply add straight across the top, and you keep the denominator the same. So when adding these two together, I would just add 2 plus 5, which would give me 7. Keeping the denominator the same would just be 3. The same goes for subtracting fractions. Once the denominator is the same, you simply need to add or subtract straight across the top. So if we subtract 1 minus 11, we find that that's equal to negative 10. And if we divide negative 10 by 7, we get negative 10 sevenths. Now, what do we do when the denominators are different? Well, what we have to do here is find a common denominator. And what the common denominator is it's the least common multiple. So I'll write LCM. And LCM just refers to the lowest number that is a multiple of both of the denominators that are present. So, for example, if I wanted to figure out the least common multiple of 3 and 9, the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, so on and so forth. Multiples meaning multiply. 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3. Now, for the second one, we would have 9, 18, 27, 36, so on and so forth. What we can see here is the least common multiple in both cases is 9. It's the smallest number that appears in both sets of multiples. Now what we have to do is we have to make both of these denominators equal to 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this by 3 over 3. And the reason I do that is when multiplying fractions, you multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. So this 3 times 2 becomes 6, and 3 times 3 becomes 9. So now we have 6 over 9 plus 5 over 9, which is just going to give us 11 ninths. Simple enough. Now, if we take a look at this other problem I have over here, we have 9 and 6. So once again, I can write out the multiples of 9, 18, 27, so on. And I can write out a few multiples of 6, 12, 18, until I find that 18 is the least common multiple that appears in each of these. Now, in order to get both of these denominators to be 18, I would have to multiply this left fraction by 2 over 2. No, oh, there we go. I'd have to multiply this left fraction by 2 over 2. And I would have to multiply this right fraction by 3 over 3. So this would give me 4 over 18 minus 15 over 18, which we then proceed just to subtract straight across the top. And we end up with negative 11 divided by 15. And that's how you can add and subtract fractions. Thank you for watching.